Hey there, friends, and welcome back to another 3-Minute Thoughts. My name is Derek, and in the next 3 minutes, we're going to take a look at Matthew chapter 8, but just the first 13 verses, and all of Luke chapter 7. That's Matthew 8, 1 to 13, and Luke 7. 3-Minute Thoughts podcast is a chance where in about 3 minutes every morning, we're going to dissect a little bit of scripture as we journey through the entire Bible chronologically this year. All right, let's begin. As Jesus comes down from teaching the Sermon on the Mount, Matthew shows us two encounters that reveal both his authority and his compassion demonstrated through Acts. First, we see a man with leprosy who approaches Jesus. Leprosy in that culture meant complete isolation, both physically, socially, and spiritually. Yet the man kneels before Jesus and said, "Lord, if you will, you can make me clean." What a demonstration of faith. The key detail here isn't just the healing, but the touch. Jesus reaches out and touches the man. This is something you would not dare do. And then he says, "I will be clean." In other words, I will this to happen, and now you're clean. Immediately, the man is healed. This moment shows more than just a miracle. It demonstrates Jesus' holiness. It's that his holiness is not defiled by the uncleanness of mankind, and it also demonstrates his compassion in a very relational way. Matthew then moves on to record a second encounter, which Luke also expands on in chapter 7. It's the story of the Roman centurion in Capernaum. This Gentile military officer asks Jesus to heal his servant, but he insists that Jesus doesn't even need to come to his house. He says, "Only say the word and my servant will be healed." The centurion understands something most of Israel's religious leaders have missed. Jesus' word carries divine authority. Jesus says it, it happens. Luke's version adds that the centurion sent Jewish elders and friends to speak to Jesus, emphasizing his humility. "I'm not worthy for you to come under my roof." Jesus marvels at this faith, saying, "Not even in Israel have I found such faith," and the servant is healed at that very moment. Thematically, these two accounts stand side by side to show who Jesus is and what his kingdom looks like. He cleans what is unclean, restoring those who were excluded. He exercises authority that transcends distance, ethnicity, and human limitations. In both cases, Jesus fulfills what he's just taught in the Sermon on the Mount, that the kingdom of heaven is breaking in for the humble, the outcast, and the unbelieving. He's demonstrating what he just taught. Luke 7 will continue this theme by showing how people respond to Jesus' authority. Some with faith, like the centurion, others with doubt or even offense. But in every case, the focus is the same. Jesus' word carries the full weight of God's power and presence, and it still does today. That's it for today. Be well, friends.